we're 1 year away from selling? Are there certain extra things when you're getting down to 12 months or less out from a sale that you really need to intensely focus on?
It's hard to articulate specific things because every business is a little bit different. And so, I mean, what I do with owners is I take them through a questionnaire and an assessment, and we identify where their biggest weaknesses and biggest challenges are. Everyone's a little bit different. So someone may have a supplier that they have too much dependence on. We're going to work on fixing that. And these things are all, by the way, things that you probably want to even think about 2, 5, 10 years down the road. But the urgency is much greater when you are a year away. You want to make sure that you have very clear SOPs, procedures, whether written. A lot of people are doing SOPs via video. Making sure that your procedures and processes are very clearly laid out. I mean, I think one of the things is thinking back to my own sale, and I feel very strongly about this. One of the things that I believe gave our buyer the most confidence is that I could essentially show them, here's our manual. Here's basically our business in a box. And if you want to run this business, this is what you need to follow, and this is what you need to do. It gives buyers a ton of confidence. So really getting that process of documenting all of your systems and processes. And then outside of that, I just recommend sitting down with an advisor like myself or someone similar and doing a full scale analysis of your business and saying, where are the weaknesses? Where are the issues? Because what I tell people is there's nothing worse than putting your business up for sale, listing it, going through the process, getting a letter of intent. So it looks like you're close, and then you start due diligence, and a buyer uncovers one, two, three things, either kill the deal, dramatically reduce your price you could have fixed beforehand. So I really recommend, outside of some of the things that I mentioned, getting a one-off analysis on your business to identify the specific risks in your own business.
And that seems like that could just even be good practice, even when you're not trying to sell, kind of like getting a report card or checking in with a coach, to be like, hey, this, honest look from somebody that doesn't have a vested interest.
100%. And what's great about doing that is, I mean, two things. One, when you do it early, you've got time to fix things. You can put it on your agenda along with everything else that you're doing in your business because it's busy and you don't want to have to scramble. And so the earlier you know those things, the more time you have to fix them. I mean, I think that's the main thing. And then the other thing I like to say to people, and this goes for almost every business owner that I've ever met, is when you go through an assessment like this is what I learned coming out of working with sellers in my former life as an attorney, is where, to look at business through two lenses, to look at all of your major decisions from the lens of someone who's interested in growing revenues, growing profit, building up brand equity, etc., but also through the lens of a buyer. Every major decision that you make, look at them through both lenses. And I think that's one of the things that I like to do with people that I meet who aren't ready to sell is explaining to them, here's how a buyer is going to look at your business. And so every one of your decisions, you're thinking about looking at those decisions through the two lenses.